I want to ask you something, and I want you to really think about it before you answer. In the last week, how many times did you show up for someone else? A parent, a child, a boss, a partner, a friend, a colleague, you name it. Now, here's the second question that goes with it. In that same week, how many times did you show up for yourself? I already know the answer because I lived it for 30 years. And today, I want to talk about what that actually cost you. Here's what I know about women like you and me. We carry roles the way other people carry their luggage, except we never put them down. We are caregivers, mothers, fixers, the ones who hold everything together. The professional who shows up no matter what, the friend who is always available no matter the time, the daughter who handles all of the details, the partner who keeps the peace. And we carry all of those roles at the same time for years, sometimes for decades. And most of us are so good at it that the people around us, they don't even realize what it's costing us. I spent years caring for my mother-in-law, my mother, my father, while working full-time and raising my son and trying to show up for my husband and trying to show up for my team at work and my friends and everyone else who needed something from me. And you know what? I was good at it. And honestly, I should have had like a superhero cape. Or I tell you what would be even better, and that is some sort of time clocking system, because that's the kind of time that nobody tracks. That's the problem. Because when you are good at carrying everyone else, you never get permission to put any of it down. And you start to believe that carrying is just who you are. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to share the moment that I realized what all those roles had cost me. And the one question that started to change everything for me. Here's what nobody talks about when we celebrate the women who do it all is what's the cost of it? There is a cost. And the cost is not paid in money or even in just time. It's paid in identity. When you spend years being everything for everyone else, you slowly stop knowing what you want, what you like, what makes you feel good and whole and like yourself. You lose the thread of who you actually are underneath all of those roles. And one day, usually quietly, usually when nothing dramatic has happened, you look up and you realize that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And I know because that happened to me. It wasn't dramatic. It was slow. It was years. Actually, it was probably close to a decade. And I was so busy being a caregiver and a professional and a mother and a wife that I had forgotten to be Jennifer. And the worst part, I didn't even notice it was happening until I was standing in my bathroom one morning about to brush my teeth. And I stopped and I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize the woman that was looking back at me. She looked tired. She had the bags and the dark circles. She looked stressed and worn out in a way that has nothing to do with sleep. And I realized in that moment that I had been so busy taking care of everyone else that I had not taken care of myself in a very long time. And here's what I want you to sit with. Every week that you keep carrying everyone else without putting anything down is a week further from remembering who you are underneath all of it, underneath the roles. And that distance it only gets further apart. It never closes in, it just continues to grow. So here's the question I want you to sit with. Don't answer it right now, just sit with it. Outside of your roles, outside of being someone's mother, someone's caregiver, employee, spouse, whatever it is, who are you? Who are you? And I don't want you to think about who you were. I want to know, who are you right now, today, underneath all of it? That question scared me the first time that I asked it because I didn't have an answer. And the silence where the answer should have been told me everything that I needed to know about how lost I actually was. But here's what I want you to hear. The fact that the question is hard does not mean the answer is gone. It means it's just buried under years of showing up for everybody else. But it can be found again, one small step at a time. So here's what I want you to do this week. Just one thing. I want you to find 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, 15 minutes that belong to you, to nobody else but you. You can't be productive. You can't be running errands. There's no taking care of anybody else during those 15 minutes, but it's 15 minutes where the only question is, what do I want right now? Maybe you want to make a cup of coffee and actually sit down and drink it before it gets cold. Maybe it's a walk with no destination. Maybe it is sitting in your car in the driveway for an extra 15 minutes before you go inside. Or is that just me? Because I'm guilty of that one for sure. I do that a lot. So tell me if it's just me. But whatever it is yours and it counts, because choosing yourself for 15 minutes is how you remember that you are worth choosing. You are not wrong to show up for everyone else. That's not what I'm saying at all. I have zero regrets about caring for the people in my life who needed me at that time. And I will tell you right now, caregiving is real. And caregiving, the love behind it is very real. So there is no judgment about that. But somewhere in all of that showing up for everyone else, you stopped showing up for yourself. And that ends here. You are not just a collection of roles. You're a whole person, and she deserves to be found again. So I want you to drop a comment and tell me this. Which role has cost you the most? Just name it or put a code word in there. I don't care. You don't have to explain it to me or anybody else. Or either just say it out loud, because we all know that naming it can be the first step. So I hope you will subscribe if this is helpful. There'll be new video each week. I'm not going anywhere. Next week, I'm going to tell you about that morning, the morning that I stopped in my bathroom mirror to brush my teeth and really looked for an uncomfortable amount of time at myself. What I saw scared me, and what I did next changed everything. It started with the mascara. I know, we know the mascara story. But it was about so much more. And that's what I want to talk about next time. So come back, and I want you to remember that you need to keep going because your next chapter is worth it.